So I just want to continue on from the video I made a couple of days ago. Obviously I mentioned how certain groups and Waterford organisations are assisting basically the whole Halligan situation and that whole kind of group up in Children's Group Link. And I don't want to talk about that too much because there's a court case, as I've been saying, and we let that happen. And obviously they're denying what I'm saying. They're hardly admitting it. So and I'm sure when that court case blows over and when everything blows over, and I don't mean in my own situation because that's never going to blow over, let's be honest about it. It'll always be like this until the truth becomes exposed. It would always be like this. So they'll have their chance after that to take legal action against me and take me to a court and prove to everyone that what I'm saying is untrue. And if I can't prove what I'm saying is untrue, well, they'll be able to hold me accountable. So we'll deal with that at a later date. And as for these morons around town, obviously I have my own entourage, even more so than usual now when I go outside. Obviously linked into like Waterford Freewheelers, Waterford City Council, Sinn Féin, various other groups. And there's no point really going into all of this because they're all just kind of lapdogs for certain people, let's be honest about it. But there's nothing that I've said is untrue. Everything I fucking claimed is warranted, do you know what I mean? Like, so when I talk about the likes of kind of Waterford Council or Waterford Freewheelers or the crop members of Waterford Gardaí, like it's warranted, do you know what I mean? I don't just go around randomly accusing all these fucking people. As much as they like to try and push, do you know what I mean? To try and gaslight me to make it look like that I'm paranoid and all this kind of things. I'm not. But as you can see, all this kind of sexual shit that's had to been spread around about me, this had to go into the four corners of Ireland. And this is to try and like basically convolute the whole kind of case regarding the whole Halligans. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to be put off by it. They're going to be given their chance. They want to bring me to court. Like, I'm not fucking disputing that. That's one thing I'm not disputing that. But it shows you the level of fucking corruption within Waterford. Look at how far the tentacles of corruption can reach. But it's about me standing my fucking ground, defending my family, defending my own fucking name. And speaking of my family there now, I've spoken about Roisin Doherty, Leo Kennedy. Both these people got cast out to my mother's based on all this sexual stuff that was after spread around by my ex. They assumed I was living out there. We got ran out of a house on Barley Street after 4 or 5 weeks. That's a whole story, but I don't want to talk about this at the moment. We were basically lured into the house and then we were fucked over by Waterford City Council. And there's all documents around this, loads of documents around this. They won't look into it. I got my own file back from Waterford City Council, and the same with my solicitor. It was edited beyond reading. Like there's the file Waterford Council sent me out. You can see this now. I showed all this before, and there's my file. That's what should have been in it. So you can see by what they edited out of it. But what I also got was this. This is my mother's file from Waterford City Council. And the reason I'm showing this for members of my family. Because they'll know that this is my file. I don't anyone think it's the same file. My family will know, especially my younger sister and stuff, that she wrote loads of emails of complaint regarding the treatment my mother was getting out in Tramore. I spoke about all of this. She went through hell out there, and there's loads of emails that my sister would have sent, but all of her emails were also taken out of the file. And she's welcome to apply under the Freedom of Information Act and get her mother's file back. And so is my family. Now, I don't speak that in my family. My family don't speak to me. So I don't know why people are fucking putting this onto my family members. Do you know what I mean? When I don't even speak to them, they don't speak to me. But I just wanted to show Waterford City Council had to remove all emails regarding the kind of hassle that my mother was getting. Do you know what I mean? This is a woman now in her 70s, done nothing to no one, but was an easy target to try and lure me into provoking me. Do you know what I mean? And just like the solicitor, it's all documented. Her lies are documented, like my solicitor's lies. She's caught by the arse, but because of her family's political connections and the rubbing shoulders with mayors and Gardaí and stuff, like she's not held accountable. They were able to turn to a local corrupt fucking TD who's actually involved in several incidents regarding this whole situation. And she don't get to be held accountable. But I'm going to speak about all this. I'm going to name her as well over the next couple of weeks, and she can bring me to court as well. Because she'd have every right to bring me to court if what I'm saying is false. So obviously I'm waiting for a certain situation, being honest with you. We all are at this stage. Waterford Gardaí, as usual, tripping over themselves to follow me from A to B every time I go out. Do you know what I mean? You're not as quick to fucking like police the fucking paedophiles in Waterford or the groomers. Let's be honest about it. Do you know what I mean? You're more keen with rubbing fucking shoulders with who they know. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest about it. Now Waterford Gardaí has on multiple times failed regarding the whole duty of care, regarding multiple aspects. It's just my case. And if you want to go into other cases like Waterford, they also had the duty of care owed to Children's Group Link regarding another situation, right, where they should have red flagged someone that was up there. Now they knew this and they never red flagged children's grouping, and that person was left on the grounds, let's just put it that way, of children's grouping. And the only reason he was asked to leave children's grouping is because people started to talk about like certain situations from years ago, and it was bad for business to have him up there, and that's why he was kind of asked to leave. Now the Waterford Gardaí knew of the previous stuff regarding this person, because a certain person, which I won't go into, they actually went and they approached the guards about trying to have the kind of thing investigated. But as usual, nothing can ever kind of get past the whole kind of corrupt stone wall, which is kind of within Waterford. I'm talking faster now because I'm trying to fit all this information into 10 minutes. But obviously I'm going around in circles. I'm 11 years now going through this stuff. Fucking 11 years, it's a long time. I have no intention of giving up regardless of any kind of group's fucking input or whatever. This is something I've kind of learned to kind of deal with and accept. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, yes, it gets put onto me family. Do you know what I mean? That's how nasty these people are. Do you know what I mean? And they don't want the truth coming out. If you notice, I'm calling for an investigation. From day one, I've only ever asked for a transparent investigation. Do you know what I mean? And they've done everything in that to impede an investigation. That's how corrupt Waterford is. It's no coincidence that that whole Bill Keneally case and the failures up there is the same Waterford Gardaí. Do you know what I mean? It's the same station. That's not a coincidence. Do you know what I mean? There's a certain clique in Waterford. You're either part of the clique or you're not part of the clique. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, there's a lot of people between the clique and where they're not willing to stand up for themselves and they accept the shit that's pushed away by these people. Do you know what I mean? Being honest with you. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people also in Waterford Council that kind of realistically, they'll never reach the full potential of their job. But the same with Waterford Gardaí, because they don't fit the criteria of being fucking corrupt. Let's be honest about it. This will all eventually come out. Whether I'm fucking dead or alive, I don't really know. I'm not planning on fucking dying anytime soon, being honest with you. But I'm not planning on giving up either. But this will all eventually come out. There's a heap of documentation to support what I'm saying. And as I said, regarding the whole Halligans, right? Dirtbags that they are, and I'll fucking put this out there, because Henry Halligan interfered with my mother's funeral. I will never ever let that go. And I could speak about other stuff that he's been interfering with, but I can't at the moment. But I'll be given the chance to him, and they can bring me to court. The whole of Waterford would expect you to bring me to court. So rather than going around in circles, which is clearly what I'm fucking doing at this stage, having to run a gauntlet of this kind of crap, thinking then that I'm somehow kind of feeling intimidated or feeling the pressure. I'm not. I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel any pressure. I've accepted this a long time ago. It's time that the government really stepped up and facilitated fucking me getting some kind of legal assistance. Do you know what I mean? If there's no case to answer, sure, what's the problem? Do you know what I mean? They'll tell me there's no case to answer. But they don't want to even risk me providing documentation that would support what I'm saying. That's the risk, do you know what I mean? Because they have it so sewn up in Waterford that they can basically manipulate and bully who they want. And this is why certain organisations within Waterford like use their far-reaching network up and down Ireland to try and discredit me and fucking... They've no fear of going and reporting that. Do you know what I mean? Because then they won't be part of the clique. Simple as that. So I'm in no way fucking put off or deterred. I just wanted to make a quick update there. I'm going to keep going with this one way or the other. And if you could like or share my videos, I'd appreciate it. Because obviously there's to try and impede any progress with this. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, as I've said, if I'm lying about anything or if I'm misleading anyone or anything, if I'm wrongly, they can take me to court. Do you know what I mean? Especially for the Halligans. You can take me to court and I will answer in the court of law. Do you know what I mean? And I will defend myself. And we'll take it from there, really. Yeah, so I just wanted to highlight there how Waterford City Council yet again are copping the bollocks after removing like numerous fucking emails from my mother's file as well as my file. Now my solicitor done the same. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it there now. Obviously I'm going to start at the very beginning of this kind of Monday or Tuesday, and I start talking about kind of the very beginning, which is meeting me ex in rehab, which is probably the fucking biggest mistake in my life ever. I should have listened to all our friends who want me to stay away from her, and all the people in fucking Dublin and the councils. They all want the same things, and it all turned out to be so true. But at the same time, I wouldn't have had my daughter off her, if I'm being honest with you, so silver lining in that. And also I drew a lot of attention onto that whole kind of children's grouping situation, which should have been called out years ago. But yeah, I'm going to leave there. I'm obviously going to keep making videos and I'm going to keep pushing this, and I'm always open to be kind of legally held accountable in any way, shape or form. So I'll leave it there for now. Thanks. Bye.